Henrico Center for Communication. Your job takes you to a lot of places, including some dangerous places. Do you ever have the fear of being captured and held hostage?
Yeah, being held hostage kidnapping is the one thing that really freaks me out. So I hope never to experience it myself. I was in Egypt just 2 weeks ago and was attacked twice over the course of 2 days. First by a mob of people who attacked myself and my producer, my camera person, and then a mob that attacked my vehicle the following day and broke the windows. And, so, reporters more and more are becoming targets, and we're seeing this repeatedly. I mean, just about every reporter I know who was in Egypt was targeted at one time or another by mobs of people who punched them or beat them. So yeah, it's something you think about all the time. In a lot of these places, reporters now have security, or if you work for a big network and you're well known, there's security personnel who kind of give advice to reporters in the field. But your job is to be at the front line. Your job is to go where it is dangerous, and so there's always going to be a risk involved. The real danger is being borne more often than not by local reporters who live there and can't leave and don't have security, and who every day are risking their lives to tell stories. And those are the people who are getting jailed and getting killed. Foreign reporters in Egypt were beat up and roughed up and stabbed. One was stabbed. The Fox crew was really beaten severely. A reporter from CBS News was beaten, sexually assaulted. But it's often the local journalists who bear the real brunt of a state cracking down. But yeah, I mean, you always worry about something like kidnapping. And there, you take some precautions and you try to do the best you can. But it's definitely a fear.
Good afternoon, Anderson. My name is Alani Richardson, and I'm a student in the Center for Communications. And I just wanted to know if there is one story or interview that you've been very eager to cover but couldn't get your hands on.
Let's see. There's places I would like. I'd like to be in Libya right now, reporting on what's happening there. I can't go there because the government won't allow in foreign reporters. So there are places I would like to go and witness what's happening, but governments don't allow you in when they don't want the world to see what's happening. So Libya, for instance, is someplace I'd like to try to be right now. In terms of people I've tried to interview that I haven't been able to, I'm not really all that. I mean, I've done a number of celebrity interviews for 60 Minutes, which I work for CNN and also for 60 Minutes. I just interviewed Lady Gaga, and I interviewed Eminem a couple of months before that, and that's interesting. I tend not to be all that interested in going for a big celebrity interview, but what I found is with the right person, and if they're willing to tell an interesting story, like the Lady Gaga stuff, I thought was really interesting. I mean, she's 24 years old. She's at the top of her game. She's in full control of her career, and she's very impressive in terms of what she's been able to accomplish. She's probably the most well-known entertainer in the world right now, and it's amazing when you consider 5 years ago she didn't even exist as Lady Gaga. She was a struggling singer, dropped out of NYU.
Ladies and